Hello, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'm making a 4-photo layout, and I have more photos than I can fit in a row over the page, but I will crop them and make them fit together. And I'm working with the Summer Vibes collection from Simple Stories that came last year, 2015, and I still have lots of those papers and photos. It seems like I have been kind of scrapbooking themed from last year, and that meant that this more generic collection, it got a bit forgotten, and at the same time I also kind of think I saved it for something, I don't know what, but I have brought it out now, and I placed it just on my desk so that I'll be able to use it together with the photos from this year. I have a lot of cut parts, and I think perhaps I even bought the card collection for this one. I'm not really sure, but I have quite a collection of these cut apart cards, and today I'm going to use a couple of the 3x4 cards and a bunch of the 2x2 cards, my favorites. And I will also dig into this lovely piece of the card stock, the chipboard stickers. I have now cut the photos to fit the page, and it even became a little bit less than 12-inch, so that I will have a frame around my photo. Now I see that those aren't 3x4 cards, they are actually 4x4 cards. Oh, yeah, the squares. And I'm placing a 2x2 on top just to fill in the gap. The photos are of my daughter. She is jumping on the trampoline. They are taken last year, and she is doing all these kinds of tricks and making somersaults, or what you call them. And she's making funny gestures, and I'm sitting on the bench that we have on the little hill in the upper garden, and taking photos of her so that I have a really nice view. And I think I took perhaps 100 or 200 photos this day, and she said, now I'm doing a trick, and take a photo. and that's really hard because you never know when that photo will actually be taken, and you don't actually know when she'll be in the air and when it will look as most fantastic. So it's a photo shoot where you need to take lots of photos if you want to end up with 4 like this. So I have one when she's in the air, and another one when she's upside down in the air, and I think I even have a landing when her hair is just flying on its own. And I have all this background. I cut away a lot of the background. It's the neighborhood and the garden and the lawn, and I tried to make that the left photo has more of the left side area, and the furthest right photo has a bit more of the right side. But yeah, it's mainly the trampoline and a bit of the sky and the lawn. I like these photo shoots when I get a series of photos from the same occasion, and they are very suited for this type of layout, when you just make a piece going across the page like this. I realize that I kind of make the same layouts over and over again when it comes to these styles, but I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me much. so that's quite alright. Now I'm going over to the embellishing part of the project, and I'm using the die cuts, and I think I have some chipboard stickers as well. I think that radio, for example, is a shippo sticker. And then I've made my own die cuts on the Silhouette Cameo, and they are arrows. They look hand-drawn and come in, I think, 3 different versions. The ones pointing just straight, and then they are bending towards each way. Or perhaps I just placed them upside down. I don't know. But anyway, I have both the bended and the straight arrows, and I place those to kind of enhance her movements when she's doing the somersaults and the jumping up and down. And I thought that was a really fun accent. Since the photos are really dark and look the same all the way, I think it became something different, and it kind of broke up the just the plain green background. And jumping and making tricks on the trampoline, it's certainly pointing in all these directions. So that was fun. I like that, and I think I cut out 100 of those arrows. No, perhaps not 100, but at least 30 of them at the same time, and I have them in a little baggie for projects to come. I have like a stash of Ziploc bags that I use to place these leftover die cuts in, and I think it's fun to have a selection. But I also realize that pre-made embellishments aren't as fun to work with as the ones that you make here and now, and that's why I try to limit my pre-made embellishment making because I know that I won't use them. And I like to watch videos of people making embellishments in bulk, like making lots of them and kind of using up perhaps leftovers, pieces and scraps. But I've realized that I can't make them in advance. I need to make them when I want to use them, because otherwise they won't be used. And I don't know why I work like that, because it's fun to use those that come in a package, but it's different with the ones that I have made myself. I'm using some orange crystal drops to make dots all over the page, and you can see those a bit more clear here in the close-up of the finished project. I hope that you have enjoyed this one, even though it has ancient papers and embellishments. But I do think that you have some of this collection left in your stash as well. It was nice to talk to you again, and I hope that I'll be able to do even more after this one. Take care and see you soon. This is Åsa. Bye!